Hey everybody, it's Dawn Richerson here in the Soul Streams Virtual Retreat Center for Walking in the Way. And today I was reading from one of my favorite passages from the book of Isaiah, chapter 61 in the Old Testament of the Bible. And this is commonly referred to as the year of the Lord's favor. And this is a passage that's had a lot of meaning for me throughout my life, and is frequently quoted in the Christian tradition and also the Jewish tradition. And it's a passage for me that has a lot of personal meaning as well. I think that it was probably early 2010 when I really began to sense that we were moving into, a time of real transformation for humanity. And so this passage really speaks to me about this transformation that we are in the midst of, and how we are each called to proclaim the Lord's favor, to step up and to be the presence and the Spirit of God that's planted within us. So I'll just read it and share it with you today, and I hope you find it meaningful. The year of the Lord's favor. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach the good news. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, and to provide those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness in a planting of the Lord, for the display of his splendor. They will rebuild the ancient ruins and restore the places long devastated. They will renew the ruined cities that have been devastated for generations. Aliens will shepherd your flocks, foreigners will work your fields and vineyards, and you will be called priests of the Lord. You will be named ministers of our God. You will feed on the wealth of nations, and in their riches you will boast. Instead of shame, my people will receive a double portion, and instead of disgrace, they will rejoice in their inheritance. And so they will inherit a double portion of their land, and everlasting joy will be theirs. For I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and iniquity. In my faithfulness I will reward them and make an everlasting covenant with them. Their descendants will be known among the nations, and their offspring among the peoples. All who see them will acknowledge that they are a people the Lord has blessed. I delight greatly in the Lord. My soul rejoices in my God, for he hath clothed me with garments of salvation, and arrayed me in a robe of righteousness. As a bridegroom adorns his head like a priest, and as a bride adorns herself with jewels. For as the soil makes the sprout come up, and a garden causes seeds to grow, so the sovereign Lord will make righteousness and praise spring up before all nations. So this passage really speaks to me of this time of great change that we are in. And in particular, what I believe it's calling us to is to be that presence of God, that spirit of righteousness, that presence, who is able to see ourselves as the embodiment of the Spirit of the Lord here among the nations, and to really step up and be prepared to receive the great wealth that is waiting for us. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. The year of the Lord's favor. What about if today, this year, this day, this month, wherever you are, in whatever part of the world you are in right now, what if you proclaimed it? The day of the Lord's favor, the year of the Lord's favor. What if you lived into that? What if you opened your heart to receive all that is in store for you, to really understand who you are, and to allow that to come forth? What if we really acknowledged that, like the soil makes the sprout to come up, and the garden causes the seed to grow, what if we started to believe that the sovereign Lord will make righteousness and praise spring up before all nations? And my last thought that I will leave you with today is, and I'm really pondering all of this too. As you know, I like to share it as I am in the middle of it. And so what if today I really started to embrace, and you started to embrace, the possibility that we are the ones that are here to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, and that it begins with a willingness to receive that for ourselves. Thanks so much. This has been Dawn Richerson in the Soul Streams Virtual Retreat Center for Walking in the Way.